Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I am going to make the sound come out of my headphones so that I can hear it. Oh, that is not a nice sound to hear first, because it's these bastards again. Your turn, big guy. Oh, you're not actually the big... Oh, fuck you! He jumped out of the way. Why? Why? That's you. Obviously, I could do the quote-unquote normal thing and just run past all of these guys. But also, I'm actually quite interested in properly getting this place, like, fighting through it. So I want to fight pretty much everything, and these guys are going to attack me if I let them. You want to see me dodge waterfowl? Well, you're gonna need to wait a while. This is a big dungeon. But I plan to get to the bottom, eventually. Also, good to see you, Gods. Wait, it's not Gods anymore, is it? You changed your username. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Bellend. Stupid Scarlet Rot bullshit. No, I don't want to be rotted. Why? How did he hit me from up there? Bullshit homing devices, and of course, he's made even more annoying by the fact I can't fucking see because there's red smoke all over the place. Right. Oh, I've got no problem with the damage, right? I mean, I'm not exactly... Well, I am kind of built with like 50 health right now, so I should logically be able to take more than maybe 3 hits from an enemy. But whatever. Yep, see, that's a decent chunk of my health already gone, but never mind. Come on. There we are. I think I'm out of range. And it's always quite hard to be entirely certain with Elden Rings. Yep, there we are. Somehow not out of range, despite being literally underneath them. And there's the ladder. Okay. Now I could go up there and kill him, but I don't want to, because that would be a waste of time. And also I want to sit at this site of grace. Touch grace. That was me finishing my coffee. Oh, hello, misbegottens. I'm very sorry, I don't particularly want to attack you, but I also know that you will get up and try to kill me if I let you live. Yeah, there we are. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Right. You guys are an annoyance. Now you're dead. Time for you to be dead too. There we are. Okay. No more annoyance. Now, there's also the way up. And of course there is this guy up here, which I'd completely forgotten about, and I thought that was just a piece of floor. Turns out it's a zombie. They do blend into each other. Rock grease, how nice. Really gonna use that against one of... Actually, I'm saying that. Is Mikola immune? Not Mikola, Melania immune to... Well, what do I call it? Yeah, is Mikola Melania immune to rot? She must be. Then again, I thought Mogwin, Lord of Blood, would certainly be immune to bleed, but he wasn't, so maybe I should do some experimenting. I did assume that the Lord of Blood would be, you know, invulnerable to the bleed status effect. No, turns out the Lord of Blood is borderline immune to fire, but, oh for fuck's sake, hey, I didn't even take any damage from that fall, that's nice. But the Lord of Blood can be bled, because that is, yep. What? When you say weak to bleed, do you mean that in the sense of, like, everything in this game is weak to bleed because bleed is very effective, or do you mean he actually takes more damage from bleed or has less resistance to it than most enemies? How? From Soft, oi, here's a little tip for designing a boss in your games. If you give it a snappy title like Lord of Blood, maybe make it immune to bleed. Same way you make the Fire Giant resistant to fire. Fire Giant resists fire. Lord of Blood resists bleed. Holy fuck. Oh god. And yep, he actually takes more damage from bleed. And here was me with my frostbite grease. I should have just propped bleed grease on both my sides, so I've saved myself 3 attempts. He did take me a while because his second form is, second phase is, as we all know, colossal dog shit. There you go, that's 1. Oh, fuck off, you asses. 2. Right, and you're the 3rd one. I know where your ally is. Not ally, summoner, whatever you things are called. Snaily bellend. Die. Okay. As this area has suddenly become slightly less annoying. Now then. Yes, I do actually like Mogwin's delayed attacks because they make sense, because he's like waiting for you to get back up before hitting you again. Oh yeah, the second phase is utter bullshit. Random AoE damage that also deals status effects. Also, I swear to God, the number of times I was procced bleed, despite the fact that I died from blood loss, and then I would look down, and strangely enough, there would be no flaming blood underneath me. I had not been hit, I was not standing in flaming blood, so why did I take blood loss? Why is this from software? Why do you do this? And up we go, before this bastard can, do that. Bye! But, right there is one of my favouriteest bosses of this entire game. The second fight with Loretta. Oh, it keeps bleeding you even when you're out of it. So it's not a fire that then damages, that then procs bleed. No, it's a fire which afflicts you with a status ailment which makes bleed proc itself. Oh, how fucking phenomenal that is. Right, Loretta, let's have some fun, shall we? Although, to be fair, I would really appreciate it if you weren't riding the horse. You can clearly fight very well without it. Just let my stamina build up again. Yeah, I like the damage. Oh, come on. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, and there goes all of my health. Okay, Loretta cannot take critical strikes. That's good to know, because of course she's on a horse. And you can't crit enemies on horses. I should have known this from fighting the Knights Cavalry. Not the Knights Cavalry, the Tree Sentinels. Because even when you knock a Tree Sentinel back, you can't actually crit them, because, of course, they're on top of a horse. Oh well. Well, shame, because I stood in front of the Loretta and pressed R1 instead of doing a jumping two-handed attack, which probably would have won me the fight. Oh well. I do now get to fight her again though, so that's fun. Yeah, no. Yeah, I do want those actually. Nope. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Not this time. Dickhead thought he could hit me with the same bullshit twice. No, you can't. Oh, but you can hit me with that one this time. Well done. Oh, and now I'm gonna die. Trying to hit jumping two-handed, not two-handed, jumping dual-wield attacks on highly mobile targets who you can only target the top half of. Oh, how fun. If I could just target the horse instead of the rider, I'd have a much easier time. Oh well. It reminds me, I should actually level this thing up too. Something the Cursed Rotten Great Axe, or Rotten Great Axe I think it's called. Could actually be quite fun. Well, I could also do with possibly just improving my magic resistance by wearing some better armor. It would slightly limit my damage. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about this build was that I wanted to do a shitload of damage with my jumping attacks. I mean, heck, I can actually do more. All I need to do is imbue them with this shite. Increase my strength by 5 instead of my, my poise. Do I have any of that meat left? I made some, but I think I used it in the Mog fight. Nah. Well, never mind. Okay, let's go. I want to be immune to the first one so I can properly lay the damage down at the start. Okay, that was okay, I'm doing lots of damage, frostbite, and then all my health was gone with one attack. Well, 2 attacks, 3 attacks, which is actually quite fair. No, honestly, I took like a full combo plus all those swords. I don't mind dying to that. It's a bit annoying, but I mean, I'm not wearing heavy armor or anything. Well, I'm wearing heavy armor on most of me, but apart from the torso, which is where most of the damage negation actually is. No, it was my fault. I went in way too aggressive that time. I mean, it's not even surprising, because it's not even that surprising that I lost that fight. I mean, not surprising, that's not what I'm looking for. Worrying. It's not worrying that I'm losing, because even though I'm losing fights, I'm not even going full power yet. Like, I've not even touched my spirit summons. Dumbass. What the? I hadn't pressed X in like over a second. Let my stamina regen. One hit, back off, back off, back off again. Took a tiny bit of damage there, but that's leapfrog. Well, that was good. As I said, I like that fight. It's a fun one. So, do I up my damage? Or do I increase my... endurance? Nah, I'll up my damage a bit more. That's all I really need at this point. I'm good for endurance, I'm good for... well, I'm not as high health as I could possibly be, but I'm decently high. Anyway, hey look, a big open space at the top of a rampart with a chest in front of it. I do so very much hope that nothing appears out of nowhere and tries to kill me. Oh. Oh, nothing has appeared out of nowhere and tried to kill me. I'm entirely fine. That's unusual. That doesn't happen usually. Usually what happens is something drops from the sky. I also have to say, I think Dark Souls 2 has, in my opinion, the best level design out of all of them. Like, I think that because they sort of but because it's based in, I think it's based in the Abyss, and that meant they could completely just get rid of the whole everything has to be interconnected thing. Whoa, that's unfair. There we are. That they could just design every single area completely at random. They didn't have to fit together like jigsaw puzzles. I don't know, I mean, you say spam pasting enemies everywhere. I mean, I wouldn't call it spam pasting. It's not like they're the same enemies. The, what's it called? The port, before you get to the Bastille. Where you fight that fucker with the two bodies and the one set of legs. Oh, Scholar of the First Sin. Yeah, mate, that one is designed to be bullshit. I mean, it gives you a fucking dragon in the second area. In the highest Tower of Flame, there is a dragon. That is some bullshit. Oh. What the fuck? That guy just blew himself up. I understand zombies doing that. You're a knight. Or a squire or something. And what he does is blows himself up to hit me with holy damage. Oh no, I think Dark Souls 2, honestly, I'll stand by that. I'll say level design in Dark Souls 2, absolutely brilliant, all of it. Every single area, you just get the sense that they really just put a good amount of thought into every hallway, how it was all set up, how everything was set together, the enemies' positions, all of it. That I can distinctly remember traps. I like traps. There were traps, there were choke points with enemies positioned strategically to be a bother to the player. Not just positioned so that the player can see them and then fight them and then everything's fine. Like, there were times when I was completely caught off guard by what I was there just thinking, well, what just killed me? Oh, it was the guy I didn't see with the giant battering ram that he just launched at me from across the room, which I would have seen if I'd actually bothered to look around before just charging at the nearest enemy. See, I like that. I think Dark Souls 2 did that brilliantly. I mean, Hyde's Tower of Flame, that's gotta be one of my favourite early game areas, because at a glance, it's so hard. The first time I tried that, it was so hard, because I was there thinking, what the fuck? Every one of these enemies is huge, and all of them deal so much damage. And then I realised, oh, they are huge, they have lots of health, they deal a lot of damage, but they're all really slow and really predictable. They do like 2 things each. And I'm there thinking, okay, I can do this. What the fuck? There you go. Hey, I got a Halo scythe. Man, that weapon carried me in my last playthrough. I've actually never played the Dark Souls 2 DLCs. I never played them. I never bought them, to be fair. I didn't want to. Not that I didn't like the game or anything, I just didn't want to spend the money on them. Besides, I only had Dark Souls 2 on PS3, and then I upgraded to PS4, so... no backwards compatibility for the discs. It seemed kind of, what the fuck? Okay, this is new. I have never been here before. Oh, a seedbed curse. Hey, why are these guys... oh, they're rotted. What the fuck? Fucking hell, fire. Whoa. Okay. Running now. Running very fast. Oh, great. It's one of you fucks. Yep, into here I go. Whoa, okay, you guys are not staying confined to the room in which you were put. Great. Now I need to run away even more. And yeah, run away while there is that thing chasing me. Oh, fun. Yeah, that is an item. Might as well pick it up. Oh, it's an item I didn't need. Oh, great. I can buy those things from the fucking shop maidens or whatever they're called. And I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not. Starting to get that I did that sense, gods. Yes, going down here was a there's two of them. There are two of them. I am not dead, gods, because, irrelevant as it may seem a great deal of the time, I actually have a lot of health. It may not feel like it most of the time, but I actually do have rather a lot of it. Oh fuck. You guys again. Hello. Oh, you... this one has healing? When do these things have healing? Ever? And magic. You have healing and magic. Lovely. I was expecting that one to heal. I was not expecting him to shoot me with magic. These guys are good. See, why can't the bosses be that cool? These guys have holy, magic, healing, and counterattacks. Frankly, give me one of these guys as an early game boss fight. It will be my favourite for that half of the game. Okay, let's start off by... oh, you are not confined to that. Bollocks. I was under the impression that this thing was too big to fit through there. He is not. Oh, but he is too big to fit through here. Okay, well. If you're now giving me the opportunity to cheese something, I'm going to use it. Oh, maybe not so much cheesing. There is now another knight. Nope. You don't get to heal. Oh, but you do drop a partisan. That's nice. Oh, fuck you. I was winning, so he teleported away. Oh, fuck. And that's a pillar. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. For a very small amount of hit. I only took one of those darts. That was nearly half my health. From one of his multi-hit attack. Another thing, this build is not so good in close quarters. Okay, right, you're dead too, fun. That's this one dealt with. And now, you. What the fuck? Okay, no, what? He had less health than this before. This thing has a heal, this thing is healing. This thing is healing, this thing has an ally who has cast heal on him. Oh, you dickhead. And now I'm stuck in a corner and can't move or see. What the fuck? God, I hate this one. Right then, moving along, this time pick this one up at the start. One can still kill me from over there, lovely. And he's going to keep spamming that attack, isn't he? Oh yeah, great. Well, I'm going to walk away from you now because I don't care. At this point, I really don't. You, though, I care about you. No, I don't. You're an annoyance as well. And cause me rock damage. How fun. Again, I don't mind a hard dungeon, but it has to actually be hard, not just have enemies that can two-shot you. If every enemy can two-shot you, then there is only one logical thing to do, which is, say it with me, not fight them. Because why would I bother fighting when I can be killed in 2 hits by anything in the dungeon? Why not just run past everything? See that wasn't a challenge, that was just an annoyance. He has one attack which involves jumping at me. Jump up, poke me with a stick, land next to me. Jump up, poke me with a stick, land next to me again. That is neither an interesting fight, nor is it a particularly clever way to make my life any harder. It's also entirely optional. So who the fuck is going to say, yes, I would like to fight these 3 optional enemies who are annoying and a pain in the arse? Oh, would you look at that, I've got Scarlet Rot and now I'm dead. Oh well, I can lose 100,000 runes, I don't care. And all that for a rotten straight sword. Exactly. These things are entirely optional to fight, can kill a player with, let's just do a quick check, 1,640 health in 3 hits, so that's approximately over 550 damage per hit. See? 4 hits that was, and one of them was barely even a tap. So yeah, 4 hits. and I've got the most damaging thing in the game. Status ailment, affliction, whatever you call it, in the game. Nah, I'll give it one more shot and then I'll just lose the fucking runes because I don't care at this point. I really don't. Right, gone. Hooray! These guys are not, and that's the thing as well. It's a gank fight. It's a completely optional annoyance with no reward. What is the point of it? Who thought, yeah, let's put that in there? Did anyone ask this particular moron, hey, quick question, why would any player actually bother fighting these enemies? Have we done playtests on these enemies? Yes. Did those playtests reveal that these enemies are incredibly fucking annoying to fight and don't drop anything good and don't even have any particularly interesting attacks? Yes. Why the fuck would a player fight these things? Look, we made the game too big, so we have to fill it with something. Ah, carry on then. Oh look, another annoyance. These ones at least I actually understand being here. You gotta agree though, guys, that is the only reason half of Elden Ring exists, is that they said, right, let's make this game huge. We're gonna make it as big as we possibly can. Okay, good. What are we gonna put in it? The same 20 bosses, repeated 5 times each. Sounds like fun! What about with all of the open space? Well, I'm thinking we leave most of it completely empty. And then, to make it look like we tried, put some things in several little places on it. Okay, and why would the player fight these things? Doesn't matter, it's big. Oh look, it's the place where I'm gonna die a lot. I don't quite know what a moonlit altar is. I've never done an intelligence run. I know moonlight shite is intelligence, but apart from that, I don't really know. Exactly! Why would I fucking bother fighting an enemy I've already fought as a boss multiple times? I know they're not fun to fight. I know they're not enjoyable fights. I also know that they are a complete waste of time because they don't drop anything. Well, that's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I had a strength build that would break their poise in 2 hits, I would go down there with my giant fucking axe or great hammer, I would smash one of them, then smash the next, then smash the next, and then they would all be shards of crystal. But for a dex build like this, it's not a particularly fun fight to engage in because dodging around them and hitting them with attacks is borderline a ridiculous thing to do because they have the ability to attack you in any direction, despite the fact that because they just sort of hop at you. Dodging them, yeah, sure, you can dodge them, but there's going to be 4 of them, and they're all, well, 3 of them, and they're all going to attack at very high speeds. Okay, yeah. What else? Oh, I'm thinking we also make them drop nothing. Like, seriously, that area, that is just... It's basically just saying, hey, players, come over here for an item. There's the chest. You might die if you pick it up, because there'll be 3 enemies that can kill you really quickly. So, you know, don't worry if you die a bit. What is the point? There is no point to that area. Not area. encounter. And that is the complete difference. Dark Souls 2, every encounter felt like it was planned. Like, hey, we put these enemies here, and here's how you're meant to fight them. It's not even... Oh yeah, also the sword's crap. You're absolutely right on that one, gods. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, come on! I'm not interested! I'm really not that interested in you. Stop spamming that bullshit so I can come down there and literally just run past you. That's all I actually want to do. I don't even want to fight you. I just want to run past you. There you go. I have now run past you. Because now I want to find out what's in here. Is there anything in here apart from this fucker, who I don't really want to fight? Is he going to have a friend behind the corner? Something just hit me from behind. Oh good, I'm still being pelted with holy. Okay, and now that I've broken his stance, he will just take a lot of damage. Yep. Yay! That wasn't at all a waste of my time. Speaking of things that are a waste of my time... Hello. You're still spamming that attack, so I can't come near you. If you want to fight, actually try fighting. Also, again, I am being caught up by my own idiocy because I don't even want to fight that thing. I don't want the weapon it drops. It's an annoying waste of time for a weapon I don't want. And honestly, at this point, it's so late in the game, why would anyone want to change up their build for a great hammer? It's a great hammer that deals rot damage. Great. Quick question, who's the enemy you're going to be fighting with this thing? Because at this point you only have one boss left in the whole game, probably. And I have a strong suspicion that she's not weak to Scarlet Rot. She might be, but I don't think she is. And also, let's have just another tiny quick look. Let's see. Ooh, would you look at that? It's a Rotten Great Axe, which is another colossal weapon, so same sort of thing. Also deals Scarlet Rot build-up, which is good, and can be obtained by killing a very easy enemy in an earlier stage of the game. So if you wanted a colossal weapon that dealt Scarlet Rot build-up, you already have one. Exactly. I mean, I understand putting big heavy bleed build-up on I mean, on the one hand, gods, what you're saying, Scarlet Rot build-up 65. I mean, that's better than this thing does 55 bleed build-up. But yeah, even so, it's not enough. If it were 85 Rot build-up, then you could at least vaguely say, yeah, it's slow, but it deals more of the build-up. So you're going to be fighting an enemy and you don't need to swap out. You don't need to have one weapon to deal the status damage and then another to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, yeah. I was afraid of this. Another slight weakness to my build. It doesn't work against human-sized enemies. Works great against big ones. Any enemy that you actually have to, you know... Because, of course, if I if I try to jump after dodging, most of the time that doesn't work too well for me. What the fuck? So yes, that was my first run at Melania. Quite enjoyable. Yeah, I had actually thought about this before. These scythes, not the right weapon for this fight. The attacks are too slow. It was a build I designed with the specific purpose of making Fire Giant tolerable. And it did. I beat Fire Giant on my first fucking try in this playthrough with this build. It worked great. It does not work against enemies who are small, because then jumping attacks, especially two-handed jumping attacks with a tiny hitbox in the middle, are really, really, really hard to land. So yeah, I need to figure out some way of making this vaguely manageable. Maybe I'll use the one and increase my armor with this. It's not going to do anything. It really isn't going to do anything, but I might as well give it another try. Oh wow, I am... Tell you what, let's see how the spirit summons get on with this bitch. Surprisingly well. Not well enough, obviously, because she is still Melania and can still just deal so much damage, it's ridiculous, but... Also, it's quite hard for me to land my attacks because she's actually being yeeted across the battlefield half the time. And I'm dead. Okay. Use those fuckers as a distraction and hammer in this stuff. Hit with the two-handed attacks like that. Also, fight her in this smaller enclosed area at the front, because she has less room to maneuver in such a tight area. That doesn't matter when there's 5 enemy knights, not 5 enemy knights, 5 knights who have opinions of their own on how I should do this. Whoa! I'd forgotten she had a grab attack. I imagine there's going to be a certain dance happening in just a second, although maybe not. Oh! Hooray! Phase 1 complete. Now, on to bullshit. Oh, would you look at that, I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? What the? Oh, come on, I accidentally equipped the wrong scythe. No, I not equipped the wrong scythe. I accidentally equipped my... Unequipped, that's the word I'm looking for. Unequipped my scythe. Okay, come on guys, keep laying the hurt. No, I'm dead. Fuck! If she's aggroed onto me when she starts that, I can't dodge it. Well, I can technically, but fuck if I know how to. I certainly can't tank the full thing, so I need to dodge at least one of its 3 attacks. I get 1 free hit, well, it's borderline free. Oh, come on, really? She wasn't even half health. That attack. It's the most brutal attack in all Dark Souls, basically. It's halfway between undodgeable and unblockable. I blocked it once. I had a lot of stamina and I blocked it with a great shield. I've managed to dodge it properly 1 time, I think. But most of the time, I just end up relying on my summons for this fight. I summon something and trade aggro constantly. Let Mikola Melania aggro onto an enemy, well, an enemy that isn't me. Hope that her waterfowl dance hits them and not me. And that doesn't work! Because of course, not only does the attack do that bullshit, but it also makes her dash right next to me before. Do I... Oh, that could work. Maybe if I time a dash away from her... If I time it exactly to use Bloodhound Step right as she dashes towards me using, what's it called, Waterfowl Dance, I might be able to hit her with it. Not hit her, avoid it. Speaking of hitting her, there we go. Back you go. Time to stagger. Oh, and 1 little combo. Come on guys, get her, get her, get her, get her, get her. What the fuck? She also can't be stopped from that. She jumped into the air, we hit her like 5 times after she started the animation. It's uncancelable and borderline undodgeable. What the fuck? I still don't understand how you're meant to dodge that. Well, I know there is a special trick, something about dodging one at one special moment and then running away from her or something like that, but I don't have a fucking clue. the fuck? She also dodges halfway away from me half the time, with all of her attacks also dodge backwards when she starts them like that! I was halfway through my attack animation, I was hitting her, she just decides halfway through to jump away from me again. How? How do I deal with this? If attacking her doesn't stagger her, well, attacking her staggers her, except when she decides that she wants to attack me, at which point it doesn't stagger her at all. It's so inconsistent, I have no idea how to plan around any of it. I can't plan around her attacks because they don't make any sense, well, any logical sense. Sometimes I can cancel her attack animations, sometimes I can't. Yeah, there it is. And there go my summons. And she still hit me with it. And there's all of her health again. And the worst part is, that's not the only time in this fight she's going to use that, is it? She's going to use it again. And probably at least 3 more times before I actually manage to finally defeat her. Summoning allies is effective to a point, but also very ineffective when it comes to actually, because it gives her more health to steal. It also means I have even a harder time reading her movements because I never know if she's aggroed onto me or not. What the? Oh, fuck. That's new. Well, it's not new, but I haven't seen it yet today. Okay, let's, I'm still not convinced about this weapon being the right one. I do think heavier weapons, more deliberate ones, are more effective against Melania. Or ones with a bit more range. This is really an all-in sort of a weapon. I go in for a two-handed jumping attack, that's it. That's what I do. That's why I built myself to be so tanky, so that I could basically trade. But trading is impossible with Melania. You can't trade with her because once she damages you, she heals. Which means that any trade is going to be in her favor. My old dodging thing. Fuck! No, I meant to dodge back, but oh god. I was pulling back on the joystick when I pressed L2. Why did I dodge towards her? Shit. So close. I almost didn't dodge the entire thing, but I dodged 2 halves of it. Still, it's very hard dealing with Melania. She's just, yeah. She makes conventional fighting styles like trading or blocking completely ineffective. I can always try to out-damage her if I need to, but... well, out-damage Melania. That makes sense. It's theoretically possible to out-damage Melania. It's also theoretically possible... I can't actually think of something else that absurd. To win an arm wrestle with Hercules. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Come on. Yes. Okay. Yes. Good. 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 What the fuck? What? I wasn't even in the... well, clearly I was, but it didn't look like it. The petals were barely touching me. I was sure that was working. And it wasn't. Oh fuck. Right, okay. Again, trading is impossible. And even if I deal with her first phase, I then have to dodge that bullshit AoE at the beginning of her second. It's borderline impossible to dodge her when she does that, and then she has the even more effective version of Waterfowl Dance to hit me with. Just in case her second phase wasn't enough of a pain. Yep, there's Waterfowl Dance, I have no stamina, I'm dead. She can also, yeah, that's another thing, she can start it whenever. There's no wind up, no, hey, I'm gonna do Waterfowl Dance now. She doesn't have to channel or anything. Like Radahn, his big, you know, shocking lightning thing across the ground, okay, sure, it's annoying, it's huge, but at least there's some wind up. Melania, nope, I'm going to jump into the air and now I'm doing Waterfowl Dance. Immediately, like that. There is no wind up for it, which means that you can be at the end of a combo, which basically means I have to try to spend the entire fight with full stamina to have even the barest hope of being able to dodge her when she pulls that bullshit. Slight problem. Everything costs stamina, including dodging all of her regular attacks. Like I just failed to do. So annoying. Yep, there it is. What the fuck? Also, I can't use Bloodhound Step to dodge that. Bloodhound Step is wonderful, apart from the fact that when you're locked onto an enemy, it will... well, not locked on... when you're locked onto an enemy who's moving... oh, maybe I should lock off her. Second she does that, just press R3. Stop being locked onto her. Maybe that is some way that could work? Like dodging through the attack, instead of dodging towards her, I would just dodge in the direction I'm facing. Or direction I'm trying to dodge anyway, instead of dodging in the direction relative to her when she's all over the fucking screen. Come on, I got this. Yep. What the fuck? I dodged. Oh, wait, stop dodging towards her! I'm not dodging towards you, I'm dodging away from you. A Bloodhound step won't let me. That is another criticism I have of this fucking Ash of War, is that he always seems to think I want to dodge towards the enemy. No, I don't. In fact, most of the time, I would rather dodge away from them. Okay, that nearly worked. That's a good one. If I had full health there instead of none, I would have been able to get away from that. Okay, right. Basically, as far as I can tell, I need to always be running away from her and, well, walking away from her, basically, so not using stamina. If I try to walk relatively away from her in a circle, firstly, if I walk like this, I'll dodge the majority of her. I'll dodge that thrusting attack a bit easier. See, again, I was pressing away. Bloodhound step dodges me towards her. I was not dodging towards her. Hit the animation, dodge back. Wait for stamina to regen. Hit. Dodge away. No, dodge away! Away! Not towards her! What's the fucking point of pressing back on the stick? Oh, that was my mistake. That was very lucky. Fuck yes! I survived the dance! Not well, not elegantly. I got hit a couple of times, but I survived it. Fuck you. Shame about that, but never mind. Oh, come the fuck on. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so that's interesting. Bleeding her while she's doing the dance can actually stop her. During that infinitesimal moment of wind-up, during which usually every part of me is screaming, run away quickly! Oh, bollocks. I have no mana left. I spent too long dodging and now I have no mana. And if I have no mana, I can't use Bloodhound Step, which is the vast majority of my build, and there goes all my healing and mana, and I haven't even broken her first phase yet. Okay, right. Chances are this is going to end very badly for me now. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I'm not quite dead because I was at full health, except I have no healing, so I am going to be dead just about now. Unless I get extraordinary. Oh, come on! How is that fair? Not only she starts with a giant AoE attack and then immediately follows up with her most powerful attack. Okay. Come on, there's got to be... Right, so dodging around her doesn't work so well, but attacking her from the front leaves me open to getting fucked up by waterfowl. And if I attack too aggressively, I then run out of stamina. If I run out of stamina, I can't dodge anything she does, and stop dodging towards her! What the fuck? Why is pulling back on the stick completely ineffective? Why does it dodge towards her? I'm not dodging towards her, I'm dodging away. That's the whole fucking point. Wait, hang on. Does he dodge? Oh, because she's mid-animation, I'm dodging, but based on where she was at the beginning of her animation, not the point where I'm actually trying to dodge her. Well, that's an annoyance, but at least it now makes sense. Bloodhound's step will dodge me away from her, but away from where she was at the beginning of her movement, not at the point I'm dodging. Or does it mean... Oh, maybe I don't give my character time to turn. Could be that too. If my character is facing forward, is facing to the left, and I pull back, does he dodge back? Well, she dodge back relative to... Dodge backwards would be to the right, even though I'm not pulling that way, so I need to angle it based on which way I want the character to dodge based on their left, which would mean if I'm facing left, I have to push left on the stick and L2 at the same time to dodge backwards. Relative to Melania, who is to my right in that situation, despite the fact that she's in the front of my screen. Oh, fucking hell. Come on! No, just no. Right. This isn't going to work. So what do? The scythes are a no-go, as are the jumping attacks. They're too inconsistent to land on someone like Melania. I can't land jumping attacks on someone who jumps around almost as much as I do. The extra stamina will be useful. The extra armor would be a waste of time, to be blunt, but every little helps, I guess. I don't have the bull goat armor in this playthrough, unfortunately, but never mind. I'm gonna go for the Crucible Knight set. It looks cooler. So, what about this one? How would this build work? I would have a lot more poise damage. I'll be able to mitigate a decent chunk of damage, 78% of Water Val Dance, assuming, of course, my stance didn't break during it, which it probably would. But I think I can more or less effectively dodge the second part. Otherwise, there's also always the possibility of running Commander's Standard and getting that lance from the first... Not lance, halberd. Oh no, I think I solved that. But getting the Golden Vow Ash of War and running that Golden Vow and whatever you call the other one. Yeah, Golden Vow and Rallying Standard to increase the combat effectiveness of my knights. Also, how high ranked? Yeah, they're plus 10, so that's as effective as they're going to be. But I also have the possibility of picking up, what's it called? Of picking up the Mimic Tear. But I'm not certain that's going to be hugely effective either. With this one, I have extra defense, basically. Not extra defense, extra, yeah, also extra defense, but also extra damage from my allies. Which is good. I like that. Is it good enough, though? No, not really. Well, I don't know. having this as my main build, starting off with the rallying standard to increase the attack potency of my mausoleum soldiers, and then using, basically just using the halberd and the shield for my attacks. Not as effective as what I would otherwise be doing, and this would be borderline irrelevant. In fact, it currently is. I shouldn't even be using it. So with this one, not to mention Shield Bash could actually be quite effective against her. It does a lot of poison damage as far as I'm aware. Okay, so this is a possibility. Of course, it would cost me quite a lot of runes to actually test that possibility, because I don't want to go in with anything under +10. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to try again with the scythes, and this time use the buff. Which I can't do because that rolling. Now I can, right. Oh, I should probably also go rest first. And I should swap a bit of my health for level up, allocate flasks. Oh, wait, do I have anything in here that could be useful? No, stamina recovery speed. Oh, actually, stamina recovery speed could be very useful. And it's not like being able to block one attack is particularly effective, so yeah, let's do that. Allocate flask charges, right, I want 3 of those. Because this one's going to be much heavier in the mana cost area. Because I'm going to be summoning and then increasing my rallying standard, or whatever you call it. I should also probably go get some whatever I call it, bleed. Yeah, blood grease, that's what it's called. All of that damage, and now it's all gone. Oh good! It's the dance. And all my allies are dead. Oh no, not all of them, just most of them. And me, and hello all of her health again. Yeah, no. No, the summons don't work. They give her too many targets to heal off of. I need one who can tank a lot of damage and hit back quite hard. So I need to figure out some way of getting that to work. Yeah. Slight problem with that, of course, being I don't have any, whatever the other things are. Health, not health. Oh Christ, I'm out of words. Doesn't help that everything in Elden Ring sounds stupid. Grave Glowwort, I think it's called. This shite. I have not grave, ghost stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. And great. So I would need 7 and 8. Which I don't know where to get, but I'm sure I can work my way back. So that's one thing to do. I've gotten to Mikola. That's as far as I'm going to get with Mikola until I've gone away and figured some shit out. So what else is there? I've not even touched anything to do with Rykard's area in this game. I've also not fought this guy. What possibilities are there available to me right now? What can I do that could actually hypothetically work? Let's think about this. What are Malenia's weaknesses? Well, that's pretty easy. Apart from fuck all, it's bleed and... No, that's about it. She's weak to bleed. Well, not weak, but susceptible-ish to bleed. Well, it's the fast... She's also borderline impossible to hit. What about these things? As far as I'm aware, these things get an A scaling in strength. They don't do a lot of poise damage, but they attack a lot of times at once. I can equip them with bleed status build-up, and they should proc the status build-up on her ridiculously fast. Would this be hugely effective? No. But it would certainly be less ineffective. Well, it could potentially be less ineffective than what I'm currently doing, which isn't very effective at all. There's also this thing, which has Vacuum Slice. I wouldn't be able to level it up yet. I would need to go and get some more runes. But if I leveled this up, Vacuum Slice... It's just a worse version of Blasphemous Blade, basically. Not to mention it's also just less effective for hitting her because it's only in a straight line and she barely moves in those. Currently I've got my scythes, which is good. Again, two-handed jumping attacks versus Malenia. Not enough, as it turns out. Definitely not enough. And my knights just give her way too much healing and are too squishy. So I need a better summon. And I need to adapt my build a bit. Right, how can I adapt a build to fight Malenia? Waterfowl Dance, that's one of them. Dodging it, borderline impossible. No, it isn't. That's where I'm going wrong here. I'm thinking dodging it's impossible. I have actually managed to dodge it the last two parts. The first part, though, unless I'm running away before she jumps in the air, I'm not dodging that. So figure out some way to tank the first half of it, the first combo, whatever. With this, I would... I mean, it's not a lot, just a couple of seconds, but it could potentially keep me from being knocked on my ass by the first one. And once, if I'm not knocked on my ass, I can roll through the second. This particular one, not hugely effective though, I don't want that. Golden Land, I actually have enough faith for this skill. It's rather ineffective. And it's still a great club, so, you know, not hugely effective for that either, but it's an idea. What else is there that I can use? Very little in my inventory, as it turns out. I do not have a lot of dexterity, intelligence, or faith. Most of me is strength, stamina, and vigor. Another idea is to increase, I'm not saying counter in this sense, I'm saying increase how effective I am at countering her. Which is to say, once I'm dodging now, once I dodge, I have to run at her and jump and hit her with the two-handed jumping attack. Because that's my main source of damage, is jumping two hands. And since that doesn't really work against Melania, what is my other option? Dodging her works, I can dodge her attacks, but then I have to follow up. It has to be quick and close the gap between us, which is... Oh, I actually do have that one. This, I already have it. Well, I don't have it because I'm not going to use a partisan, but it's quick and it works. And I can dodge away from her, get up, and immediately do that after she does something. So that gives me an option. Right. Question now, what do I do with this option? I need something with impaling thrust. I also want to deal damage to her. I would ideally be dealing bleed damage, but there's only one spear which deals bleed damage, and it's not the one I'm going to be using because it's crap. So no, I wouldn't be able to deal bleed damage, will I? Because I'll be... Still, it works. This is an idea. This is one thing that could work. If I abuse the effectiveness of impaling thrust, it says that someone's still watching this. Now, I've not seen gods in the chat for a while. Maybe he's being uncharacteristically silent. But if someone is still watching this, I have to ask how. I've done nothing but stand around talking for the past 10 minutes. How have you not switched off? Well, I would have switched off at this point. Who knows? Okay, so I need impaling thrust. And some way to boost my damage beyond that too. Isn't there... Lances. There's one here. I don't remember exactly where. It's on a outcrop of something. One of these big squares. I don't actually know what those squares are. I think they're ruins of the Elden Ring, but there might be something entirely... I think they're ruins of the Elden Ring, but frankly, who gives a fuck? So, it would be on one of these things. I think this one. I'm not certain though. It could be this one, or this one, or this one. It could be literally any of them, to be honest. But I know it's in Limgrave. I know it's in this general area, I think, although it might be down here. I'm not entirely certain. No, this isn't Limgrave. It's not in the Weeping Peninsula. It's Limgrave. But I think it's around here somewhere in the northern part of Limgrave. There is a lance. That lance is the only great spear that can be equipped with impaling thrust, which makes it, and it also can have an A scaling in strength, which makes it, I think, the most effective way to use impaling thrust on a strength-based character. Let's equip my scythes. Not that I particularly need them, because this is... Oh, actually, since I don't need my scythes, I might as well have a go with this thing. And this is a very low threat level area, so... Yep. Even off my... Not bad. Even off my damage alone, not damage, strength stat alone, I'm probably getting a lot from this. Oh no, I fucking... What? This gigantic ass axe has an E scaling in strength and a C scaling in dex? What the fuck is that about? Oh, who cares? Right. Stay on target. They said as though they had ever watched Star Wars. Well, actually, I did once. I think it was once. Could have been twice. No, I watched 2 different Star Wars films, but that doesn't count. No, I watched 3. I'm an idiot. I watched the original trilogy once. It wasn't very good, in my opinion. Anyway, my thoughts on Star Wars to one side. I am looking for this lance now, because I believe that countering Melania's dashes and dodges... Oh, strength knot, that works. Really? That's here? Something which increases my strength, or something like that, is just here in the earliest area of the game. Oh, that's lovely. Right, well... It's neither of these two then, clearly. Which means my next try is over this way. To the east. Currently, with Strength Not Tear, this thing, and what's he called? Godric's Rune, I could have, which is 5, so plus 5, 57 strength. And when you two-hand a strength weapon, it increases your strength stat relative to the weapon by, I think, 50%. Yep, there's the lance, that's what I'm looking for. Charge Forth is the basic skill, which actually isn't bad either. It's less responsive, but higher range. Oh, decent FP coster. Anyway, still, the point still stands. With this weapon, I might give it an A scaling strength, and that would be 50. What was the number I came up with there? 58. That'll be 58 strength. Oh no, wait, because it will be 63 strength plus 50% is 30, so it will be the equivalent of a 94 or 95, well, 94.5 strength, which is quite a lot. I like that. Okay. this is a possibility now. I have an idea. I'm not sure it's going to work, but it's an idea. It's something I can try. I have a lance, onto which I shall equip the Impaling Thrust Ash of War, assuming I can figure out where I can buy that. I think I already know, actually. Bell Bearing Shop, Corin, no, D, no, wrong one. Oh, right, that's what I was buying, these things. 2 of those, 4 of those, 6 of those, 13, 3 of those. I have the ancient one. Oh, this guy, right, Bernal. Oh, I'm a moron. I could also have put that on Zweihander. Like this guy's. I could get a Zweihander and put Impaling Thrust on it. Well, whatever. Either way, or any which way you look at it, really, the main problem is going to be is still Waterfowl Dance, but can I block that with anything? This is only 50%. No, it's not. The main problem is still going to be Waterfowl Dance, so I don't really know how I'm going to... What? I just bought these things, or did I forget to buy number 1? I do have number 1, right? I didn't skip straight to Smithing Bell 2. No, I wouldn't have done that. So I just forgot to buy them, apparently. Right. Oh, yeah, of course. I started on 3. Right, that's 12. 12 of each will give me enough, and then I'll equip strength scaling to it and see how much damage that does. I'm not even gonna... Oh, what? I had 12. I bought 12, I'm sure. No, I bought... No, I'm a moron. I bought 8 because in my dumbass brain, which has fought Melania more than 10 times tonight, 8 and 2 made 12, because I'm an idiot. Right. Also, I only have 8 of these now. Why? Did I somehow forget to buy them? Oh, who fucking cares? Right. That's everything. 8 for those. Right, okay, yeah. 23, 24, 25. Okay. Ashes of War, Impaling Thrust, Heavy Affinity. That is currently less base damage than my scythes, but with a better strength scaling. It's much worse damage than my scythes, but I am going to be two-handing this one. I'm going to see if I can level up one time. I can't. Okay, never mind. Oh, actually, I can just go sell some things. I only need 10,000 runes, and it's not like I have much use for lots of the things in my arsenal. What should I sell first? Shield grease. Lovely thing in theory to have, but I'm not using shields right now. Oh, right, of course. One of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, and there we are. I have enough to level up once, probably. I think. Nope, not quite. Let's go sell some more shit. Also, I'm just going to level up one time so I'm not losing a whole bunch of runes against Melania when she inevitably kills me this time. Oh, right, this one too. Which is a complete waste of everyone's time. All situations. And that, which I don't need. This thing, which is also kind of a waste. These two. There we are. I think that's enough now. Why did I... Oh, I pressed square instead of triangle. Right, okay, that's one more in strength. I don't even need to really do this. I'm just seeing how vaguely effective it might be. Prayer room, Haligtree roots. I think it's the Haligtree roots is where I'm going. I think that's the last one. I should probably just check it on the list because it will be the one at the very bottom. No, okay, yeah, there we are. Brace of the Haligtree. I'm going to give myself... Do I have Godric's Grip? No, I somehow forgot to level that one up. Not level it up, but unlock it or whatever. Mix Wondrous Sigic. Boost Strength. Give myself some extra flat damage from... I have no clue what she's weak to, so I'm just going to do Fire. It's the simplest one. Fire. Two-handing. Flask is the Wondrous Sigic. Of course, this thing always has just that bit less than I am expecting. Okay. Impaling Thrust, as per usual, does a lot of poise damage, and while she's getting up, I'm going to run away. Hopefully. Back away again, run, hope, pray. Okay, well, not entirely ineffective. There's a few things to work out, but I think that could work. I definitely need a better summon though. And with that, I think I'm ending the stream here. That was a nice hour and 3